70s. That's because some rain and storms will start to roll in a little bit earlier for you. Here's a look at where to expect those afternoon storms today. Very specific area. Not all of us will see rain and storms, but if you live north of Atlanta, especially up in the mountains, you could pick up upwards of an inch of rain in some of these storms. They'll have very heavy rain within them. So can't completely rule out maybe some street flooding up in the mountains, but overall we're really looking north of Atlanta, potentially as far south as Bartow, Cherokee County, maybe North Fulton County, so places like Alpharetta, Milton, Canton, Gainesville, you could have a few showers, mainly after 5 o'clock later this evening. So chances for rain the next few days, really minimal, 20 to 30%. So get out and enjoy it. If you have any plans, absolutely go out and enjoy them. Then again, Sunday's that first alert weather day. We may extend that into Monday if it looks like the rain is going to impact the commute to work or school on Monday. But just know you're going to need to bring the umbrella back out Sunday and then just kind of keep it with you through next week as the forecast does look unsettled. Let's talk about kind of the driving factor of everything. So we're going to have this low that's trying to develop along the coast, the Atlantic coastline. National Hurricane Center watching this. It's going to stay off the coast, but what it will do is bring scattered showers, especially along the coastal Carolinas and coastal Georgia tonight and Saturday. But as it continues to float off the coast and move north, we could get some wraparound showers on Saturday. The morning starts dry, mostly cloudy. We'll see sunshine through the afternoon, and just with the heat and humidity, maybe an isolated pop-up storm in the afternoon. But watch this band of showers that kind of pushes in from the east and pushes off to the northwest. That's kind of that wraparound moisture around that low trying to push in. So best chance for rain on Saturday will be in the afternoon and evening, and mainly south and east of Atlanta, so south of that I-20 corridor. Look at the mountains. A lot of sunshine through the day. We're actually going to have some drier air usher in north of the city over the weekend. So kind of an opposite forecast to today, where the mountains is where our rain is. Over the weekend, it's where the drier air is going to usher in. So honestly, a pretty nice Saturday. Then Sunday, more moisture starts to return. We'll have a stalled front down to our south that's going to lock in moisture across the southeast. Our wind will start to come out of the south. That's going to pump in a lot of moisture, especially south of the 20 corridor. So some heavy downpours possible along and south of I-20, but maybe a few scattered showers still possible even across Metro for the afternoon and evening on Sunday. Let's talk about the tropics now, okay, because they're heating up. We already kind of talked about that low off the coast, and you can see it there, 30% chance of development. More than likely not going to turn into a tropical depression or a tropical storm, but we do have another disturbance that's out in the Atlantic. That could potentially be our first named hurricane of the season so far. Everything that's developed has been a tropical storm. We haven't had a hurricane just yet, but it does look like maybe by late next week we could have our first hurricane of the season. The good news is that secondary wave starting to push off the African coast right now. It looks like it is going to stay out to sea. We'll be watching it very carefully, but I will say, just looking at kind of the activity going through the future now and going out with our models and looking as far out as they can go, it's about to get really active in the Atlantic basin. So we need to watch the tropics very carefully, and we will be. This is typical this time of year. August is when you usually see the greatest uptick in tropical activity, but it definitely looks like the tropics bear watching because we could have a few more waves following behind the one the National Hurricane Center is already watching that could potentially make it into the Caribbean by late next week. So something we'll be keeping an eye on for you. Here's looking at your first alert 7-day forecast. Honestly, great looking next couple of days. We're in the 80s in August. We're supposed to be near 90, and temperatures are going to stay below that through almost the entire 7-day. Mid-80s today. Few storms possible, mainly in the mountains. They'll drift down south, could reach areas as far south as North Metro through the afternoon and evening today, mainly between about 1, as early as 1 in the mountains, but then between about 5 and 7 for parts of North Metro. Isolated showers and storms possible Friday. Saturday will look mostly south and east of the city. Otherwise, drier air if you live north of the city. Highs in the mid-80s. Sunday's that first alert weather day for scattered rain and storms, mainly in the afternoon and evening. And then you'll want to keep the umbrella with you next week. It looks like we'll stay with the chance for scattered storms both Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday, as we trend a little drier, that'll allow temperatures to go back near 90 degrees. All right, everyone, make it a wonderful Thursday. We always appreciate you. My words are getting stuck in my mouth. We always appreciate you spending some time with us here on Atlanta News First Plus. Make it a wonderful day. Enjoy the beautiful weather for the day today, and we'll catch you here next time.
Stay up to date on your latest weather from the largest team of meteorologists in the Southeast. Download the First Alert Weather app for hour-by-hour forecasts and join us every weekday at 11:30 a.m. on ANF+. You can also text WEATHER to the number on your screen, and we'll send a link directly to your cell phone.